So a lot of people are upset of the new One Punch Man news, and that is that the good part is we're going to get a new episode this weekend, and then the bad part is that we're not going to get the full season until January 2020. And that is just crazy to think about. That is a whole nother year and a half away, if not more, before we actually get to see the story. Now, I don't know why they're just throwing out this episode here. I think it's at a festival or something, and they're trying to promote the anime. I get that, and I get why people are upset, because it's been a very long time since we've seen anything One Punch Man. But at the end of the day, you gotta think about it, that some production companies, when they make these anime, they make them in the huge chunks. They make them in entire seasons. That way they have enough material to work with from the manga portion of it to adapt into the anime. And not only that, they are pouring their heart and soul and trying to get the animation as clean as possible, trying to get a superior product out. And that is the reason that I am willing to wait for One Punch Man to take this long to come out, and I'm not really going to be crying about it. I do think that the anime stands on its own. This first season was phenomenal. It was a smash hit in my opinion, and now we're going to be getting a new season in a year and a half, but that's fine, because sometimes episodes and shows need that long to go on. I mean, if you look at My Hero, every season has had a hiatus in between because they are working on the next season and trying to put it out all in one go instead of doing it episodic. And it really makes you appreciate Dragon Ball Super. Now, Dragon Ball Super, we really didn't get a break in when the episodes came out. We had a full couple years of every Saturday, just like when we were little kids, every Saturday we had a brand new episode of Dragon Ball Super. Now, some of the animation quality was it was not really there, but a lot of it, or a good portion of it, at least toward the end, was phenomenal, and it was movie quality, and we have to give them major props. We do, for the fact that they had these episodes look as good as they did. I mean, Dragon Ball Super could have gone the route of basically waiting for the manga to come out, then adapting, say, the first 2 or 3 chapters of the manga, say Battle of Gods. I guess they skipped over Resurrection of F, so they wouldn't even have done that. And then Universe 6, waited till those came out, and then adapted those. And then we would have had huge hiatuses in between. And then maybe we would have gotten crisp animation that is consistent, that maybe looks like the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. But we would have gone maybe half a year, what are we at, 3 years with One Punch Man between seasons. And in that time span, we really would have had more of a famine than we do now when it comes to Dragon Ball, for us getting our Dragon Ball fix. But they put the resources they needed, and they tried to get it done, and they did. They accomplished that. They got the whole series done and never once really missed a beat. And so this news for One Punch Man really gets me to appreciate what they accomplished with Dragon Ball Super. And as for the future of Dragon Ball Super, I know they're going to go with this movie, and more than likely there will be several other adaptations of the old movies and make them into new Dragon Ball Super properties. But if they are going to make a new anime, whether it's Dragon Ball Super or something else, I could go either of 2 ways. I think Dragon Ball Super has enough content as of now that it can kind of hold that base together, because before Dragon Ball Super came out, we really only had those 2 movies, and then we didn't have Dragon Ball besides Kai, for years, like decades. So now that we have a healthy base for Dragon Ball Super, I feel like if they created a brand new series, say after all this is coming out, all these movies are coming out, they made a brand new series, I wouldn't mind them making these series in huge chunks, similar to what they do with My Hero. I think they might be taking a little bit too long with One Punch Man, but I'm ready. My body is ready for it. So in that same vein, I feel like they could do that with Dragon Ball Super and have us excited to see what comes next in, like, say, 6-month chunks, 6-month hiatuses. But that's just my take on it. I'm excited for One Punch Man regardless. I'm a huge fan, and had to figure out a way to tie it into Dragon Ball Super because I wanted to talk about it. This is a Dragon Ball Super channel after all, or Dragon Ball channel. This is going to be BlackScape, signing off.